Is it just me, or is the Pokemon TCG just getting even crazier every day that goes by? What's up guys, welcome back to Pokeching. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some sales that are pretty crazy, things that I'd never expect to happen, honestly. And you'll understand why, and I will talk about why, in my opinion, these prices are a bit kind of very risky, in my opinion. Now, you guys will be able to let me know what you think in the comments down below, obviously, and give me your opinion on what you think about what's going on at the moment. But yeah, it just seems a bit too crazy to me. And every time I feel like we've gone too far, like the craziness level has just gone like up a notch, that every single time I think that, something else happens. And it just feels like there are no limits to how crazy, how bad this is gonna get. And just before I get into it, if you do like these kinds of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you do want to be notified of future videos. And yeah, join the Ka-Ching gang, guys. It's free. I do these kinds of videos. I usually do opening videos, but things are extremely expensive at the moment, so that's not really happening as much as I'd like it to happen. But when things get back to normal, hopefully, we will be doing more openings. So let's get into today's video. So the first thing I wanted to look at is this Black Label BGS Mega Dragonite EX, which sold for, I think it's 40k. So this is the Reddit post. So there's the card. So it's a perfect 10. For those of you that aren't familiar with Beckett, there are subgrades for centering, edges, corners, and surface. And when you get 10 all around, that means that the card is absolutely flawless and perfectly centered. So yeah, the card went for 40k apparently. Here's the actual sale or listing on eBay that says sold. It was listed at 45,000, but that's been crossed out. Probably because a best offer was accepted. That's generally what happens. But we don't know how much that is. I think there are websites where you can get that information. I'm not too good at that. I don't really know. But yeah, apparently it was 40,000, which to me is absolutely insane for a card as new as this. We don't know how many more are going to pop up. I think there are a few population. I think there's like a 5 pop of this card. Anyway, that's what I believe I saw, so I think it's a pop 5, which, yeah, that's a low number, but then again, the card just came out. Grading services are backed up with orders, they have backlog. It's taking time to get certain cards graded unless you send them in through a premium service, and you pay a lot of money, obviously, to get them fast-tracked. But yeah, this goes back to the video I made previously talking about sending your cards to get graded. By the time they come back, with the long wait times, you never know you know, what the prices are going to be like, what the market's going to be like. But anyway, this card has obviously been relatively quickly graded because the set Ascended Heroes isn't that old, so they probably did, you know, send it through a more premium service to make it faster for grading. But yeah, man, I don't think this card should be as expensive. We don't know how many more are going to be coming back. We don't know how many more black labels are going to be showing up. I know they're not very common. But still, it's a brand new card. We don't know, we don't have any we don't have enough time from this set to really be deciding how, I mean, paying this much money makes sense when a set's been out for a while and a lot of the copies of the cards have been graded and you have a better idea of, you know, how hard it is to get a black label, or how hard it is to get a 10. What's the ratio? What's the 10 rate, you know? And that's something that we may have some information on, but Ascended Heroes is such a recent set that we don't really have a long history of Ascended Heroes cards getting graded to refer to basically decide that this card is worth $40,000 and it's only a few months old. But then again, maybe the person that bought the card doesn't really care. I don't know. I don't know who bought it. I don't know what they were thinking when they paid that much. Maybe they were just like, yeah, I really like Dragonite, I love the card, it's a black label, I want it in my collection, and I am happy to pay that much because I have that much money laying around, which is fine. I mean, nobody should be telling anyone how much they should be paying for something. It's up to them, really. But I do think that things are getting a bit too crazy. And this leads me on to the next item that I want to look at. And this was well, here's another example, but I want to talk about this one first. So a sequential PSA 10 set of the first wave, or the first series for the partner illustration collection. So Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup, Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio were in the first series. So there's going to be series 2 coming out soon, if you don't know that, by the way. And yeah, so very, very new cards. They're not hard to get at all. Like, you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting them out of a pack, because you get all 3. Basically how it works is you open a pack and you'll either get all the Gen 1 starters, all the Gen 4 starters, or all the Gen... I can't remember which Gen Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio are from. But yeah, you get an entire Gen, basically, per pack. So they're not hard to get at all. I don't think PSA 10s are that difficult to get, to be honest. And the fact that it's sequential, honestly, I don't know. I don't give a shit about sequential sets. Like, I don't care. What I care about is the card, not the certification number. It kind of gets to this stage where you're wondering, what are we paying for here? Are we paying for the label, or are we paying for the actual cards? It's kind of confusing at times because, I mean, once again, I'm not one that I shouldn't be telling anyone what you should be paying for. Maybe someone sees value in a sequential set. I personally don't. I don't see the importance of that. What I see importance in is the card and the grade. And that's pretty much it. And the thing is, these cards are so recent, and there's going to be a ton of them being graded after this. And I'm just wondering what kind of price points these are going to settle at, you know, down the line. But I'd be curious to see if anyone would be willing to pay this much money now, or in a few months' time when a bunch of these have come back from PSA. So, another thing that's really crazy, and here we have similar thing, just but with Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, so only the Gen 1, and that went for 2,200 for a sequential set of PSA 10s of those cards. So yeah, that seems kind of mad to me. That seems kind of insane, especially cards that are that easy to hit. The Dragonite, I still don't understand the price, but at the same time, it is hard to hit that specific card, and getting that specific card in perfect condition is probably relatively difficult. So, although $40,000 doesn't make much sense to me for such a new card, it makes more sense to me than this, where there is no real rarity, honestly. And, you know, PSA 10s, I don't think they're going to be that hard to come by. So, I don't know if someone's going to get burned and regret paying that much money, or maybe they just, once again, have the money, don't care, and they're just happy to have the collectibles in their collection. Sorry about that, something just fell over there. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about all this? What do you think about the craze? Do you think that the Pokemon TCG is getting to just absolutely crazy levels of spending, and eventually things are just going to come crashing down? I have a gut feeling that we're getting into dangerous territory. Now, once again, my previous video covers that in more detail. If you want to look at it, if you want to watch it, sorry, you can go ahead. I'll link it at the end of this video. But yeah, man, it's just feeling a bit too crazy, and I know a lot of other YouTubers are talking about it. I mean, is this the bubble? Is the bubble gonna pop? Are we getting to the top? Every time we think we're at the top, it seems to be that it just goes further and further and further, higher and higher, more and more expensive. It just seems never ending. But we will see what happens in the near future. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, buying things at this price is very, very risky, very dangerous. Unless you have the money, you really don't care, and you just want the cards in your collection, and you're not going to go looking back on it to see how much they're worth in the future. Sorry. But yeah, yeah, just mad. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. It's just every week that goes by, something crazier just happens, like price-wise or sale-wise. It's just insanity at the moment. So guys, just be careful with what you're doing. Be careful what you're buying. Try to think ahead. So don't just say, oh wow, a sequential PSA 10 set, I have to buy it. before there's none left. But everyone's going to be grading these cards. After that, after these prices, who isn't going to be grading these cards? It's going to be perfect for people trying to flip them because they're so damn expensive. But I don't see this holding up, honestly. Once again, let me know. What do you think? That's pretty much it for today's video. I know it was a short one, but I had to talk about this. I've been seeing this I saw it the past few weeks, these prices, and just thought, what the hell is going on? It's just crazy. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think about all this. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think these prices are justified? Would you pay this much for it if you had the money? I certainly wouldn't. I'd definitely buy other things with the money. And yeah, so let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take care, peace out, bye!